Hi everyone, so this is the look I'm going to be showing you how to recreate today. We're going to start out with the hair. If you don't already know, this is a tutorial inspired by Cindy Lou from Whoville, or the Grinch That Stole Christmas, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, whatever it's called. You guys should know who she is. I'm going to start out with the hair, and I'm going to create a part. This part is going to go from the arch of my brows all the way back and up. I'm just going to put this hair to the side. Taking the hair that I left, I'm going to split it in half, and I'm going to braid each side almost like I have little pigtails. I want to make sure these braids are nice and tight. Another trick that you could do is put one of those, oh god, I always forget what they're called, something, those little fabric things that have fuzzies all over them, that have the metal in the middle. Pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners? Are they called pipe cleaners? You can put a pipe cleaner in the middle of the braid to make it stick out a little bit more. You'll understand when we get later into the hair part of the tutorial. For the rest of the hair, I'm just going to put those two braids to the side. I put a little elastic around them so they don't come out, but I'm just going to be teasing in different sections the top of my head, and I want to split those sections in half and put my red solo cup in the middle. The teasing is going to not only help the red solo cup stay in place, but it's also going to help hide that red solo cup. So I'm going to hold the solo cup on the top of my head, and then I'm going to take my hair and place it around the solo cup. And of course, using my teasing comb to brush the hair around it. Once I've got my solo cup in place and I've brushed all of my hair around it, I'm going to be taking a hair tie and tying the hair at the very top of the solo cup. You want to make sure that you do this very, very tight so that the cup does not fall or move. I think I probably could have jammed out to some heavy metal song and it wouldn't have fell out. So once you're all set with that, we're going to move on to the bottom braid pieces. Now these pieces I want to bobby pin to the sides of my head, kind of like how Cindy Lou has it. And this is where the pipe cleaners would come in handy, because then the braids would stick out a little bit more. But I want to bobby pin the braids right before that little piece, like right at the elastic part, and I want to leave that other hair that you see sticking out. We'll come back to that later to curl it. Then all of the hair at the top of the head, we want to curl all of these pieces. Disregard the other hair elastic that you see in my hair. I took it out and wasn't satisfied with the way it looks. So after I'm done curling all of the pieces at the top of my head, I'm going to go to those little pieces on the side that are connected to the braid and just curl those so that they're just a little bit curled and not sticking up in that weird way. By the way, guys, this is a very extremely old curling iron from Bedhead, and I think it's 1.5 inches. But anyway, we're going to move on to makeup. We want our makeup to be flawless, innocent, all the above, extremely smooth. Cindy Lou definitely does not have any acne, dark circles, dark spots, or anything like that on her face. So we're going to start out with the brightening primer called That Gal. Yeah, That Gal. And we're going to place that all over our face. And then taking any foundation that matches your skin perfectly. Mine is the L'Oreal True Match N6. I think it was a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but that's okay. You want to make sure that you blend it out very well. Moving on to the concealer. Cindy Lou does not have dark circles, guys, so we got to cover those up. I took some concealer that is a couple shades lighter than my skin tone, placed that under my eyes in that giant triangle formation, and then I took my Benefit Erase Paste in medium 2 and added that on top. Then I'm pretty sure that this highlighter is called High Beam. This is from Benefit as well. It is a liquid highlighter. I'm placing that in absolutely all of my highlight spots, including the spots that are on my eyes and on my brow bone. And then I'm just blending all of those in. Then I'm going to fill in my brows. I want my brows to be perfect, but I don't want them filled in too much. This is makeup for a little girl, and I kind of want to keep this look very simple and innocent. So what I'm going to do is fill in my brows with a very light color shadow. I'm actually using the Anastasia Taupe brow powder. From the Lorac Pro, I'm going to be taking a very light mauve color, and I'm going to be placing that in the crease of my eye with an extremely fluffy blending brush. Now, I want to make sure I'm using a very fluffy blending brush because we want this color in the crease to look like it's not even there. On top of the lid, I'm going to be using a frosty white color. This is the frosty white color from the Lorac Pro Mini palette from their Royal Pro collection. And then I just took a little bit of bronzer to my cheeks to make my face appear smaller. And now I am taking Frankly Scarlet, which is a really bright red blush from MAC. And I'm going to be placing this on the apples of my cheeks and blending it up. And I'm also going to be placing it on the middle of my nose. It's kind of cold outside, and if you look at Cindy Lou's face, her face always looks very flushed and a little bit chilled. So we're going to make it look like she's a little bit cold. Then finally adding more highlight. I'm taking Soft and Gentle from MAC, and I'm placing that in all the highlight areas as well as the tip of my nose to make my nose look a little bit more pointy. For the lashes, she has kind of very spidery, thin lashes. So what I'm going to do is actually taking a very thin and hard mascara brush, which is just like the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. I'm going to be using the tip of the mascara to make my lashes look a little bit spread out. For the lips, I started out with a pink lip stain from Benefit, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I moved on to the OCC Lip Tar in the brightest red I'm pretty sure that they have. And then I just kept dabbing at it with a tissue and adding my foundation on top until I was happy and satisfied with the color. And then I added a lot more highlight, pulled out some hair, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed and love this look. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys.